laying there like this on my board, just holding the nose of my board, and I'm just looking off like that, and I was probably in about 6 or 7 feet of water. And then I didn't see it show up, and I'm still just looking off into the distance. And then all of a sudden I'm just like, what the fuck is that? And I've just looked down and I went, straight away I just went, oh, I don't fucking need this, like that. Because it was like looking at it because of the clarity of the water, because of the sun, the direction of the sun from behind me, and the ruffle was going away. I could just see straight through and see it sitting there, dead still. So I didn't see it pull up. It was about almost the length of my car, which is a Holden wagon, and then and so it's just there. And I'm like, and the first thing I noticed was the pectoral fins, how big they are on a white. They're massive. They're like big aeroplane wings, you know, really big, and the long tail tip on the top. And I was like, oh fucking hell. And I said, literally said, oh fuck, I don't need this, right? And meanwhile, there's no one else out, and no one on the beach. It's just me, okay? And I'm paddling and paddling, and I'm looking over it. And then all of a sudden, this is when the whole kind of thing changed for me, is because my board is that little blue cod, 5'9", so the nose of it's there, and I'm looking over it, and then all of a sudden there's just this snout there, and I've just gone, oh fuck, like that, and like yelled it, and my whole body's kind of gone into this kind of shaking kind of thing where I'm trying to paddle but my arms wouldn't move smoothly. I was all like robotic and like, oh, you know, totally tripping out. And it's just this snout, and it's laid down quite low in the water, but it's just going like that, kind of like sniffing me like a big dog. That's what came into my mind. I thought that at the time, like, oh, it's like sniffing me. You know? Of course it wasn't. It was just like picking up on, you know, the whole language that I was giving off. And then, so I kept this kind of robotic paddling up, and it kept up its, you know, just staying close to me, act like this. And then it kind of lifted its head up higher and kind of wrinkled its snout, and I could see its mouth and this big gouge down its nose, like a scar on the other side. And it was still doing that with its like teeth all showing. So I'm paddling backwards now with my right hand clenched, because I was like, if you lean forward like that, I'm just going to smack you one. That's all I can think of doing. And anyway, just as I started to think that way, it just laid back down really slowly and relaxed. And then it just laid there, these huge pectoral fins sticking out. And I could see, it was weird because I couldn't see its dorsal bit, I could see its tail just idling like that, it's breaking the water. And then I kept paddling away, and I was just like, okay, cool, you stay there, it's all good, you stay there. In my mind, I'm just thinking that. And I've sort of calmed down a little bit in this, you know, the shaking things backed off, but then it went like this, like the full nuclear sub thing, and it moved out. So now I'm looking out to sea again. It moved out and then laid sideways, and I could see it again, not in the shimmering, but it's out now about 20 feet away from me, just sitting there, all dead still and really calm. And then it rose up in this wave that was coming, and I'm like, don't catch the wave, just don't catch the wave, just stay there. It didn't. I turned around and paddled for that wave, and all I wanted to do was stand on my board just to get out of the water. And I paddled for the wave, and I went to take off, but I was still doing this robotic thing. I went whack like that, didn't make the takeoff or anything, just belly boarded down the face like a total freak, just going, get me out of here. Going in on the white water with my legs up. Got to the inside gutter, just paddled across that, like, just keep it calm with my legs pulled up, stroking it evenly, breathing. Got to where I could feel the sand, I was clawing the sand. I'm looking behind me, clawing my way up the sand, just got like, and just ran out of the water and just looked back at it, like, where the hell are you, you know? But obviously they hadn't chased me, and that was that. And I walked back up to my clothes, and I remember looking at my clothes and going, normally I'd just take my clothes off and throw them on a tree, but for some reason that day I'd folded them and put my shoes all straight, because it was cold, I wore my boots down. And I was like, oh, wouldn't that have been a sight for someone to come along and go, this is where it last was. And I remember thinking, wow, I had my gear folded, you know, how neat and tidy to sort of leave the planet, you know.